Hello, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Joey from True North. Ah, I'm just going to get a reading to you guys today from the collective. Ah, got a couple cards from the Work Your Light Oracle, a couple from the Kalima, and a couple from the Isis Oracle. And I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards as well. Ah. Set the intention for this reading to be timeless and to really reach whoever it's meant to reach, whenever it's meant to reach them. And I just call in absolute clarity. Yeah, I feel like someone is really feeling battered and beat. Like I feel like someone's really mentally exhausted and physically. It's not just mental, it's physically. Like you've been through the ringer. You've been through the ringer and you are tired. And I almost feel like this sense of defeat, and it's really overwhelming. I mean, I can just feel the weight on my shoulders, and yeah, I mean, this has been a long road. This has been a long road for you. Okay, so I just want to take a moment to really send you my love, because I can feel how hard this has been for you. I can feel it. And it's almost giving a little bit of jaded energy, like, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just the path that you have been on, the path that you've taken, or the path that you're being led down. Because I feel like a lot of you, this is like a divinely guided path, and this is all things that you're meant to experience. But right now, I feel like you're almost like you have your guard up because of all the things you've been through, you know. But it's made you wiser, and what I'm getting a sense of, it's time to really integrate those lessons while leaving the negative in the past. Yeah, and yeah, there's with the Kama of Kali, I'm just they led me into the endless exertion, and it's I'm just seeing someone repeating cycles. Like maybe you're someone who repeated cycles a few times, but now I just see this as you're ready to up level it. Like you're ready for the cycle to end. Like you're almost there. Okay, so I feel a way to really help you through this is going to be to connect to your inner pleasure, to connect with your inner divinity, and really get back into the things that are going to breathe life into you. I'm seeing Knight of Wands energy, from the 9 here, going in from that tired guards up. Really what I see as a remedy is things that are going to bring you into that really passionate free energy of the Knight of Wands. And I see that as really offering the spiritual healing that you need at this time. But similarly, this 9 of Wands, you are going through a very profound transformation right now, okay? And that's why you've been put through all these trials. That's why you've been put through all these tribulations. And it's because you are on the way to being freed from these persistent patterns, okay? And right now you're asked to do a deep soul healing, okay? And really examine these walls that you've put up. That's how I'm seeing this, okay? And you might not even realize it because you're so focused on what you've been through. And I'm just seeing you're only holding one of these wands and the rest are behind you. And I just see this as you're so focused on what's shaped you that you're almost losing sight of where you're going, if that makes sense. And again, this is a collective reading, so it's not going to make sense for everyone, or that's not going to resonate with everyone. But there's some of you that it's I'm feeling such a level of oh, almost losing a sense of self because you've been through so much. But that's part of this rebirth. That's part of this rebirth because you're being asked to release a lot of that. Okay. And it's I'm hearing, let it change you. Let it change you. Weather that storm and allow it to change you. Okay. I'm going to pull a Work Your Light with that. Yeah. You have been training for this for lifetimes, okay? So that's exactly it. You are exactly where the divine wants you to be right now, okay? You are literally stepping into the role that you were put here to do. You are stepping into what your real soul potential. This is what you've been doing. This is your gifts, okay? So, And you know, part of this, you know, before you came down here, your soul contract, you knew that it was going to be this difficult, okay? And it's like those people that hurt you, those people that, you know, you feel like made your life exceedingly difficult, and you're like, oh, there's nothing to gain from that, you know. There is silver linings, there is things to learn from that, and there's ways to grow from it, and more so, there's parts of ourselves that we can shine love and light on to heal, you know. um, Ho'oponopono has been such a major practice that's been coming through. It's a Hawaiian practice of radical forgiveness. It's I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And when we set that love and light and that intention to different aspects of our shadow, we can collapse different narratives that we have created in ourselves that are limiting to us. Yeah, and that's exactly with this card of Kali coming through. It says, it's time to realize the true nature of certain life circumstances. Be grateful for what you've learned, but see things for what they are rather than what you wish them to be. You will soon be able to recognize, process, and prosper from the truth. You do not need to fear the revelations that are unfolding. And I think a large part of that truth that they're talking about is the fact that whether or not we like to admit it, we co-create our reality, and the things that we're experiencing are meant to be experienced so that we can grow from them. They are pain points, they're trigger points, they're things that we need to learn from in this lifetime, and that's why we've signed up for them. And the sooner we can radically accept that we created this, that's the sooner that we can collapse those aspects of our life, you know, and move on and not have to face those lessons anymore. That's when we get to upcycle. That is when we get to release the karma. Yes, and the fear. Wow, thank you, Spirit. Okay, yeah, and I just see this like they're bringing me right to this point here, and like these different layers, and I'm just seeing this as an up leveling. Like this is coming to a point, and they're showing me on the other edge of this is like the shift, which is gonna be like this tattoo. They're showing me it as this symbol here, which is also like a very powerful symbol about shifting perspective, shifting into a new way of being. It's like very much rebirth energy. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so someone, similarly, you could be receiving a message today, a message regarding clarity, but also, you know, this could be pointing out that this next chapter is going to be one of like reinvigoration. You know, the Page of Swords is like a very like knowledge hungry energy. Is someone who is definitely like um, got fresh ideas coming in, new ways of thinking. And it's also a messenger card, though. You know, like it could be truth and clarity coming in, and it could be someone that really has something that's going to shift the way you think about something or the way you perceive something. Yes, and it's the way you perceive yourself. There is going to be a person or a situation that's coming in that's really going to be part of what's activating you and aligning you to the truth of your high priestess inside, to your leadership, to your it's like I'm hearing the word fealty, but it's like a sense to self. Like it's just like a radical self trust. It's very powerful. Okay, and but similarly, like when you are being led to this leader, you know, and you are going to be the leader, like where people really do have like undying fealty to, like they really, really look up to, they trust you. You can't even make this up. Look at this. What I said about the shift, and it's literally period, period. Okay. So very much, yeah. I'm getting strong Egyptian ties. You know, Sphinx could be relevant for some of you. I'm also hearing like Lyra. Maybe you identify with like Lyran Starseed. But there's very much like a sense of like the courageous feminine, like the bold feminine. It's really about manifesting for the light, using your magic and your truth and your receptive gifts to really ascend the collective and to heal. There's such a strong sense of healing, okay? And I'm just feeling like debris being brushed away and just seeing these golden wings, and it's just like I'm feeling like a very heavenly presence. So a lot of you have very strong ties to Akasha. And similarly, there's a very strong sense of like being an intuitive healer, like just knowing in your gut I feel like there's going to be a large amount of you where it's like, oh, I don't know how to heal. And it's like, yes, you do. Your claircognizance, your clairsentience, like you will just know. You will know how to do it. Okay? You will know. Oh, wow. Powerful. Yeah, so the Page of Swords is leading you directly to this portal, this rebirth. This is going to be you walking from one realm of your life to another. Okay? The Empress. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so very much this is you embodying your divine feminine, with the Empress and the High Priestess here. This is very much an embodying the divine feminine. And Spirit is saying, like, you may have been tired, you may have been through a lot, but you are definitely being blessed, okay? You are definitely being blessed, okay? There's very much a scales of balance energy right now because you've been through the ringer, and it's like you've put through your hardships. You've really, and you did it honorably, That's that's what this is. It's because you went through all this, but instead of choosing to allow it to be happening to you, you chose to grow from it. You chose to raise your vibration, to ascend, to refine yourself. Okay? So, I just want to say I'm so proud of you because I know that it's not been easy. I know that it has not. Okay, but Spirit is letting you know your abundance never left you. But similarly, now you are clearing your channels and you are aligning with your reality, and your outside world is going to start showing it. Okay, you are going to feel like the Empress of your life. You are going to be, and it's just like giving me Barbie vibes. Like I feel like you're gonna have everything that you ever wanted. But similarly, there's going to be a level of influence. There's going to be a level of influence and self love that comes with this, where you're going to understand that you're worth it. It's not just about these spiritual gifts, it's the energy of owning it and knowing that you deserve it with the Empress here. It's very, very much, and it's like you're going to actually feel like you have time to stop and smell the flowers of life. Like, I just see this so much as like a spring energy of like blossoming in a summer, and it's just so much an empowerment, a level of empowerment and allure. I'm hearing allure. So like a lot of you are going to like, you'll really notice when you start embodying this priestess energy, it's going to bring you more physical beauty. It's going to make you look younger. It's going to make you look more radiant, and I'm hearing almost like they're showing me like a pregnant glow, like when someone, there's just all that energy and life on someone. Yeah, that's really what I'm being shown here. Yeah. So you're being called to double down and really protect yourself during this time, and especially when you step into this Empress. And I just see this also as like your vibe is going to be so magnetic. You are going to be so abundant that you are going to have people coming in, and it's like, do you see how it's not just like one source? Like they're protecting you from a bunch. And I just see this as like you are gonna have so much going on for you that there's just gonna be like people trying to reach in your pot. And you can look at that as a bad thing, or you can look at it as a good thing and just realize like the magnitude of your blessings, the magnitude of your light, the magnitude of your receptivity, and your connection to the divine. But similarly, part of this new reality, part of this high priestess empress energy is knowing when to say no. It's knowing that even though you're abundant, like there are certain lessons and karmic things that people have to work through. And it's almost, not in their best interest to be given these handouts. It's as much as it would make us feel good sometimes to just wave our magic wand. Like there are certain things I feel like that people, they are meant to go through the journey to align with their inner abundance. Okay. And it's not that I love charity and I love doing good things for people. But there's a difference between like doing charitable things and like blessing someone and being a savior. Okay. And I do want to just like really uh, make that difference for someone. Okay. Because I feel like someone, when you come into this abundance, when you step up into this, I feel like there's going to be like old friends or old family for a lot of you that are really going to be expecting you to answer all their prayers. Okay, but it is not your job to do that. Like you put in your work with the divine, you put in the work on yourself. Okay, and that is why Spirit's blessing you with this. It and they might look at you like, oh, this just happened for you, and like this is just you're just lucky. No, you're not. You've been called to step up, and you are stepping up, okay? And similarly, you being blessed with this money is going to put you at a more advantaged vibration and position to help and ascend the collective. And I think you need to see it as part of that, you know? This isn't just about you living your best life. While that is, you know, we are meant to experience and feel all these amazing, beautiful things. For this particular group that are aligned with this, you are being asked to be step up as a leader, you know? You are being asked to use your refined vibration and all the gifts that you're gonna receive or that you have received. But I also see this as more gifts coming in, you know, with the Empress following the Priestess, because the Empress is all about abundance. It is about connection to the divine feminine. It's about connection to Gaia. And I'm just immediately seeing that as physical manifestations coming in, physical abundance coming in. But similarly, it's leading with a sense of grace and compassion. It's leading from a sense of like the beautiful aspect of the divine feminine, that's really nurturing and compassionate. And I just see this also as like a time to really nurture these investments and these manifestations that come in, you know, and really view them as gifts from the divine and recognize them. I'm seeing her just holding this flower, and it's like there's something about recognizing the blessings that are coming from you, or coming to you. Yeah, because they might even be hidden. They might not even be so apparent at first with this moon here I'm seeing. Um, and similarly, you're also being called to really refine who you allow access to your energy, because you are a gift. You are a gift, okay? And the more you treat yourself like a gift and a prize, and something that is to be treasured, the more the universe is allowed to show up for you like that, okay? So I think this is a really good time to look at what you're giving and what you're receiving, and take very good account of the energetic scales of balance that are happening between you and the people in your life. Excuse me, I just need my coffee. Yeah, I just see this as like a really powerful time to check out the scales of balance, you know, and really reconnect with your body during this time. Because I feel like what I'm sensing is that so many of us, there are going to be people, again, there's a collective. So there are going to be people through various stages of this, but I feel like most people, myself included, are in between here and here. The priestess stage and like getting the shit kicked out of you for years and years. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so I'm seeing so much more flow, and I just feel like there's going to be a sense of clarity that comes in with this page. For a lot of you, there's going to be a sense of clarity of like who is meant to be here, who is not meant to be here. There's going to be like a new level of uh, discernment coming in with this page. Like whatever it is that they are bringing to you, whatever message or idea, this is going to be one that's shifting you, and it's meant to shift you. So allow it to. Be very open to receiving right now, and be very open to what the divine is bringing you, because this is your clear message that the divine is trying to bring you a message right now. Okay? And it's a mental shift. I just see this as a mental shift that's leading you into leadership. This is all part of the divine symphony. This is literally part of your plan. And it's like that, and it's such a gift. Like, and it could be even a blessing in disguise, or, you know, be open to recognizing your blessing. Spirit, please help this group be open to recognizing their blessings. Okay? Please help this group recognize their true nature of their life circumstances. Please allow them to see with clarity. Yeah. So this is very much like the divine warrior energy. And it's about keeping on your path and really doubling down in the face of adversity, and instead of like giving up, just summoning more of your courage and bringing more of your wisdom, bringing more of your intellect, bringing more of your focus into yourself. And one reference that I really, really like to use when I am going through things like this is when I'm like at a loss of words and I really genuinely don't know how to handle a situation, other than to just like kind of be quiet for a moment and like draw on my inner strength. I a lot of times will use like this visualization of like a lump of coal being like pressed into a diamond, and like over the years, like through the different situations, I just imagine it as like another facet being created, you know, where when I handle it with grace, it allows me to hold more grace. It gives me more beauty, it gives me more strength, you know, it gives me more value, it gives me more integrity, and it makes me more beautiful. It's a really powerful visualization that I like to utilize in the most trying of times. Yeah. And I feel like there's just, with the King of Swords coming in here, I just see this as absolute clarity. Absolute clarity, absolute, like, nothing really being missed here. But also, you are being asked to view this impartially. Um, by this, I mean what you've been through, your trials, tribulations, your struggles, your heartache, the tears that you've cried, okay? But I want you to see them. I don't want you to feel jaded about this. I want you, and like by jaded, I mean like almost feeling like apathetic, like it's like, and it's like you're so close to the finish line, you're so close to the finish line, and I know you've heard that a million times. I'm sure you've literally heard that a million times, and you're probably so sick of hearing it. I, I know. I can feel it. Someone's really, really sick of hearing that. And that's okay. Honor that feeling, but also then release it. Um, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. You've been going in. With the Hermit here, the Hermit and the Seven of Pentacles, you've been going within, and you're starting to sit back and you're like, okay, like, I've been doing the work. I've been doing the work. I've been following. And now it's like, I just get this sense of like getting fed up. Like, there's a sense of being so frustrated, physically, mentally, like everywhere, like all around. Okay, and just know that this relief is coming. This relief is coming. And similarly, the universe is saying, like, we see you. Yes, you've been putting in the work. For this to even be here, just know that you've been putting in the work. You have. And the universe sees that, okay? So focus now. All that inner work you've done, don't forget about it, okay? Reconnect with that inner light. Reconnect with your inner divinity, okay? And really use that to carry you through this next page to the finish line, okay? You can't make this up. Six of Swords. Spirit is literally bringing you in. There is literally divine intervention, divine energy, like bringing you into a more suitable place, into calmer waters. And I just see this also, yeah, I see this as assistance. There's assist. Eight of Wands and the Wishing Well. Okay, so that's like a specific card to this deck, but it's very much like a wish fulfillment card. It's kind of like the star, but yeah, it's very much the divine coming in and blessing you. Your manifestations are coming through, you know, like, and you are seen, you are heard. And I just feel like this is the way this Eight of Wands is. It's just like coming from the heavens, coming from the universe. It's very much, and it's coming quick. It's coming way quicker than you think. Okay, so be kind with the divine, be kind with yourself, and really focus on your inner patience right now, because you are protected. And if you're feeling kind of like, if you're really noticing this energy of like feeling battered, and like the divine is, I don't know, I feel like someone's feeling left out in the cold. That's not going to resonate with everyone, but there's also just a sense of being physically beat down. And it's like, I'm just seeing different aspects of yourself. Like now they're showing me these wands again, and like how he's holding the one. And I just see this as like holding like to your last shred of yourself. And it's like, let this change you, but similarly, don't allow it to consume you. No, baby. No. I want you to stop right now and say with me, I am calling back my power from any person, place, situation, relationship, timeline, entity, energy, anything that is no longer serving me or my highest best. I call this energy and power and parts of myself back, all these fragments, and I set the intention for them to be and cleansed and recalibrated by the grand central sun and integrated back into me in alignment with divine timing and my highest and best, and I call upon our guides of the highest and best, those that love us unconditionally, to see this through. I call upon Archangel Sandalphon to hand deliver this intention to heaven itself, to really see this through. Yeah, yeah, all incarnations, all realities are sending this energy back instantly. It is done. I want you to take a deep breath with that too. Yeah, take a moment to ground, okay? Send some roots down into Mother Earth. Send your head up to the heavens. I want you to be part of all that is for a moment. And realize that you are part of all that is. You are not excluded. Yeah, so take a moment. Okay, so Archangel Sandalphon came out. Yeah, buddy. Thank you. And so I don't know if I will give you like a short little bit about them. Archangel Sandalphon and Archangel Metatron are actually, uh, if there's a hierarchy of angels, they are actually above the archangels. They oversee them. So Archangel Metatron really helps like build the bridge. He does a lot of different work. Archangel Sandalphon, though, is who we were talking about. His feet are down on heaven, or his feet are down on earth, and his head is up in heaven, and he personally like delivers prayers, especially to people who feel like their prayers aren't being answered. He is kind of like the urgent delivery guy. So, um, but he also really helps us with forgiveness and setting our ego aside and our pride, and he really allows us like that freedom that comes with healing. When you forgive somebody and it sets you free, that's Archangel Sandalphon feeling. He's just absolutely amazing. And I think the reason Archangel Jophiel came out with him is aligning to the simplicity, okay? Aligning to the simplicity of healing really being that easy. I feel like so many people, yes, this is meant to come out. So many people really put healing on like this giant pedestal, and think it has to be something crazy, when it can be so simple as using your intuition to pick a stone, and sending your energy into one and holding two stones. Use your intuition, because you have been training for this for lifetimes. Okay, your intuition is one of the most powerful gifts, and don't forget, baby, you are a high priestess. You are the one that we've been waiting for. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Okay, and even it's easy to question ourselves, from all the pain and all the chaos that we've experienced, but you're meant to understand that those visions and those intuitive hits that you have about healing, those are moments of clarity. Okay, you are directly connected to the divine. You are an extension of God. Like you are God's image incarnated. Okay, and that is so powerful. So have a little bit more compassion for yourself, and really, if you're feeling this battered down, Archangel Jophiel is here to offer you the self-care, the compassion, and the love for you to extend this grace to yourself. Okay, I really want you to understand that, because you deserve the grace. You've put in so much work, and you're continuing to put in so much work. So love yourself. Love yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yeah, this is all part Archangel Azrael coming through with a very strong like golden healing frequency. You know, I'm just seeing a portal like above my head, and I just feel like this. It's like golden honey light, and it's just washing over me. I can feel it going down my spine. It's like, whew, whew, it's powerful. It's whew, and it says you would not be who you are without you what you have overcome. Own your story, okay? And so Archangel Azrael is really trying to help you transcend through this feeling of like just exasperation. I'm hearing exasperation, and really trying to like give you like an energy boost because you are on the path to transcendence. And it's like, I just feel like that golden light is like allowing us an opportunity to release old stories. That's what I feel. Personal responsibility. And this is going all the way back with Archangel Jeremiel, Jeremiel. This is going all the way back to what I said about Ho'oponopono, the radical acceptance and the radical responsibility for the fact that we co-create our reality. Okay, and we wouldn't be experiencing these things if our soul wasn't meant to experience it. Okay, and so it's shifting from these terrible things are happening and I'm out of control to I was meant to experience these things. What can I learn from this so I can release it? And not everyone is ready for that. That can be very, 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 very triggering for some people to hear. And I understand. And if it is triggering for you, I love you still. And, you know, when you're ready to unpack it, we'll be here. But this is a major metamorphosis. It's because you are being ushered in to this high priestess, okay? It's all about you becoming the high priestess of your life. It's all about you aligning with your inner divine spark. But what it is too is there's so much of your fragments that are being called back before you step into this next level of the priestess. Those wands that we talked about a little bit ago, those different aspects of yourself, those different soul fragments, those different things that we just called back to the grand central sun. I feel like for most of you, yeah, I'm hearing like 75 to 80% of you, this is mostly energy that has been taken from your solar plexus about your, it's almost like an ability to show up for yourself. And for some of you, it's like standing up for yourself. It's trusting. There's such a level of like self-trust and self-confidence that's coming that I'm feeling from the solar plexus activation that is going to be coming back to you, where it's like standing on your own 2 feet, like not blinking, you know. It's like, yeah. And it's like I just see someone like doing actions, like the Empress is like giving out the orders now, and like you're writing your story, and it's like, did I blink? Did I blink? No, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, it's very much like a knowing your worth. Know yourself, know your worth. That's what I'm hearing. Your actions speak louder than your words. Wow. Oh gosh, I'm not a Drake fan, but that came through. Spirit, you better fucking send someone who's not a Chomo next time. I can't. Okay, so yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to go dark there, but I'm not a Drake fan, but that's what came through. So, okay, I hope that this resonated. I love you guys so, so much, and just keep facing your true north, okay?